Alright, so this is what I've got written down for the intro of this video, so bear with me for like 20 seconds, but setting themselves on fire, pissing themselves in front of their friends,
Oh, Ross, man.
taking a shit in front of each other on a first date,
They complete bronze men.
and having sex with a corpse slash a ghost. For the Platinum Trophy, that's just some of the things these Sims got up to. That's the intro to the video. We'll go with that. Alright, so we're going to break this down into 3 parts for this platinum. Part 1 is to just play the Sims, have a bit of fun, create a singular character. We're just going to go with one single Sim and play through the game, up all the skills, try and follow some career paths and max them out to get some trophies, as that's what most of the trophies are to do with. Now, step 2 is to make a household of 8 Sims do the same thing, try and max out some skills and some careers and go for any other trophies. And as some of you might know, I'm going to design all 8 Sims off a character from Friends. Then step 3 is to go for any other remaining trophies and achieve, hopefully, the platinum for The Sims 4. Jumping straight in step 1, we made our first Sim. Of course, we had to call him Rutus, and I just went with Rutus Geller, and speedran making this monstrosity of a human. Then it came to designing the house, and this is the first glimpse of just how awful the menu systems are in The Sims 4.
Oh, why have you done personal? What is this?
I managed to get through eventually and design the house and made it look cozy, I guess would be a word for that.
There you go.
Rutus just got a crack on and started taking out his, as you'll find out, anger. And we just got Rutus living his life, making some friends. Some people came round to welcome him to the neighbourhood. I don't think Rutus speaks to any of these Sims ever again. Like even this guy that he's really friendly with, they just dropped him after 5 seconds. But it was time for Rutus to find a job, and I thought we'd start with writer, as we do have to max out every single career path in the game. Let's start with writer. Rutus settled into his new home, reading his books, cooking his din-dins, mainly scrambled eggs because he's not much of a connoisseur, but scrambled eggs. He had his nice cosy bed that looked like a prison bed.
What's a plavin?
Yeah, mate, go to the toilet then.
And he was just living his best life. He was a lone wolf, he didn't need to live with anyone else. He was happy, look at him. But things started to heat up for Rutus as the next day he had 3 women fighting over him. And I guess this woman kind of won, and she became the biggest nuisance of all time. I think in Sim history she became the biggest nuisance.
What are you laughing about? I just told you to read the book. You're dumb, mate.
And then this human who thought she was now like the love of Rutus's life just kept showing up to his door. I think genuinely about 3 times a day. She was knocking or calling. I don't know what was going on.
I just got to get chest by himself.
And yeah, I was just starting to find more problems with this game pretty early on, like the fact that you can't cook any meal with someone else, as they just get in the way and stand there and it becomes a whole ordeal.
Fredoy?
You're in the bloody way.
But you know what, Rutus was kind. He's like, you know what, I'm going to make dinner anyway. I'm going to make some, I don't know what Rutus makes, probably horse arse. Yeah, horse's hooves. Horse's hooves, that's what he would have made. So he made some lovely horse's hooves, set it down on the table, and she walked off and just left him to eat by himself. So that was...
She's got them. Oh, shit.
Blown out.
But that wasn't going to upset my boy Rutus. He doesn't mind eating horse's hooves by himself. And look who showed back up while he was in the middle of his slumber.
What do you want? It's too late now, I'm in bed. I've come to apologise. I'll go back to his at 10:30 at night, trying to get my food because I'm hungry.
And we just went day by day, and eventually he started to actually max out some of his skills. So we got the trophy Tungsten Chef for maxing out the cooking skill. And he had to start working on his body, of course, because he had to max out the athletic skill. So he went to the gym. And 3 seconds into being in the gym, he had skid marks down his arse. I don't know how that happened. So with the embarrassment of having skid marks everywhere by having... I don't know what... So with the embarrassment of having skid... What is this game, bro? Right, 3rd time. So with the embarrassment of having skid marks, he went back home and... He went back home and got another trophy for us, which was literal genius, which he clearly is not, but he maxed out the writing skill. In his towel, he went to do some gardening, I guess, because he got maxed out the gardening skill.
I adopted a child. What happened quick? Oh, she wants me to come over and give parenting skills.
He got bored very quickly and started to chat up other neighbours, I guess. So Katrina got a bit salty, showing up to his door while he's cooking again.
Oh, you need to go away now. You're starting to do that in.
So we went to do some paintings at 11 at night, as you do.
He's sad because of his purpose of life. Oh, this guy. Very angry because he's losing control. What are you having a meltdown for?
And then we ran into our next problem of The Sims 4. Thank you, EA, for designing this incredible game for everyone. Rutus got stuck in the bathroom, even though there was a door that he could open, which wasn't locked or anything like that. He got stuck in the bathroom, so that's great. I had to take down the entire wall for him to even be able to move.
Right, I'll waste my time.
But you know what? It's not his fault. We won't blame Rutus on that. We'll blame EA. So I thought I'd treat him a little bit and throw in some new furniture for him, make things look a bit nicer. And to say thank you for bringing in more furniture to the apartment, he got us another trophy, which was Connoisseurus Rex. Okay, and that was for maxing out the gourmet cooking skill. He went to play with his incredible garden over here. It looks beautiful. And got the trophy Splice of Life for splicing together two plants. And then he was just speed running the trophies for us. He got fired up for maxing out the I was about to say the finesse skill, which it is not. For maxing out the fitness skill. Elementary for maxing out the logic skill, which again, he definitely does not have any of that, but it's fine. And then do you believe in true love? Do you believe in love at first sight? Rutus does. Overwaltzed a sim who is actually bearable, and Rutus was living his best life. So he thought, you know what, I'm going to take whatever her name is out on a date.
On a date, mate, you pissed off.
And things were going well. He was kissing her on the cheek, he was playing the piano for her. They even snuck off to the bathroom. Pretty risky.
What's that sexy? They complete bronze medal.
Had another kiss and then she just started to shit all over the place. Hey, who said romance is dead? Look at these two, first date. Look how comfortable they are with each other. I think it's pretty cute. So Rutus was feeling confident, of course, so he got the trophy Smooth Talker for maxing out the charisma skill. Went on some more dates while Katrina was calling, asking for his attention. We still had to start maxing out some of these skills and careers because we had been here for a few hours at this point. But then for some reason he'd spend every day getting either very sad or very angry because he wasn't seeing his new love interest. I thought, you know what? Let's shoot the shot. On Sims you can ask someone to be woohoo partners. I'm sure you know what that means. So I thought we'd give that a go, and her response to that was going to his bed, but to cry herself to sleep. So that didn't go too well for him. He literally shot his shot, and she went to his bed to cry herself to sleep. Yeah, but I figured she was just upset about the arrangement of the bedroom, so once that was sorted, they were fine. And as a reward, he maxed out his painting skill and got the trophy Refined Palette. He was even able to stay awake for 24 hours straight and get the trophy All-Nighter. And there are 3 separate trophies for each instrument in the game that you have to max out as well, so he managed to get Maelstrom for maxing out the guitar. And then he jumped straight onto the violin, and it was music to everyone's ears, I'm sure. But he eventually finished the violin skill and got the trophy Bodacious. Now this had been a couple of days of playing the game at this point, and only just now had he managed to max out his first career path, which we have to do 10 of. So he maxed out the author career path and got the trophy The Pen is Mightier. And yeah, my plan was for step 1 for him to max out all the career paths, and at this point I kind of realised that that wasn't going to be the case. But he did well, so I threw him a house party trying to max out his aspirations. Then he maxed out something that I actually believe Rutus would have been really good at. He maxed out the video gaming skill and got the trophy Games Within Games. And then for some reason he just put on a ton of weight for no reason. I guess, actually no, he eats horse's hooves, so I guess horse's hooves and scrambled eggs made him put on a lot of weight, and he got a trophy My You've Changed. But he didn't care. He was chunky and funky and ready to get another trophy, so he got the trophy Code Monk for maxing out the programming skill. But it was at this point that I was starting to get really bored of Rutus, like playing his character. I was like, I need to move on. I need to make the 8 friends characters or whatever. So I just wrapped up some more trophies that I could kind of speed run through. So I had him build a rocket, invite his love interest over, and they had sex in space. I guess, and got the trophy 50 Mile High Club. And then I was able to max out 5 different aspirations and got the trophy Overachiever for it. And then just before wrapping up Roots' little story, I'd argue a love story, he was able to max out the athletic career and got the trophy World Competitor. Then he speedran his gardening skill and got the trophy Green Thumb. Not too long after that, he was able to get Beyond Repairs for maxing out the handiness skill. Then I had him listen to every radio station on the radio and watch every channel on TV. And for doing so, he got the trophy Channel Surfer. And then as Roots' final trophy, as his final send-off to his little story, I had him drink all these random potions and got the trophy The Most Interesting Sim in the World, which he definitely is not. But that's okay. He thinks he is. But we couldn't leave him like that. We had to give him at least a happy ending instead of him just stood in his house by himself. So he asked the woman that he's clearly been obsessed with forever out on a date. And something that should have been mentioned as well, this woman had a fiance before meeting Rootus, and she left him for Rootus, this guy here. You know what? She went from one fiance to another as Rootus was down on one knee. Popped the big question, which she said yes to, and they lived happily ever after. One can hope. We'll never know, but I like to believe it. And now it was on to step 2, which was to make 8 Sims, basing them each off a character from Friends, because why not? So we started with Joey Tribbiani, who I made romantic, a foodie, and a slob. And we got to designing, and I don't think I did too badly with Joey here. He's got his leather jacket, he's got his season 1 haircut. In the comments, I want you to put each character and then rate out of 10 how well you think I did on designing them. Joey, I'm going to give myself like a 7. Then it was on to Rachel, who I made materialistic, outgoing, and self-assured. And again, I don't think I did too bad here. I think I got the outfit pretty well, the face maybe not so much, so we'll go, I'm thinking like maybe a 6 out of 10 for Rachel. Then it was on to Chandler, who I made a goofball, loyal, and a bro. And this is probably the worst one I did. I don't know what was going on through my mind with this one. Maybe like a 4. It looks nothing like him. Then it was on to Phoebe, who, I mean, that could pretty much be Phoebe right there. I made her creative, self-assured, and a music lover. I'll go, well, maybe like a 7. I don't think it's as bad as Chandler, so 7 maybe. Maybe I'm giving myself too much credit. Then it was on to Ross, who I made hot-headed, a geek, and a snob. And I don't think I did too bad here, guys. I think I did pretty well. I'm feeling like maybe an 8, maybe? He's in like his suit. He's wearing his suits for his museum thing, so that's pretty good. Then, of course, there was Monica, who I made a foodie, neat, and ambitious. And again, I did terrible with the face, but the hair and the clothes, I don't think I did too bad with, maybe. So maybe we'll get like a 5 out of 10 with Monica. So we had our main 6, but we needed another 2 for the trophy, of course. So you know I made Janice. And I think that this might be the best one. I think I did really good with Janice with the clothes and everything. I'm feeling like an 8.5 for Janice. And then, of course, I made Gunther, who looks identical here. And Gunther's like the most generic-looking human in the world, so I guess I'd go like a 6 for this one. And there we had it. The cast of Friends, a group of 8 ready to go into their shared home together. I'm sure that won't go horribly wrong. And straight after that, I got the trophy Full House for having 8 Sims in a single household. And then it was straight to designing their house, or actually more so prison, I guess I should say. Yeah, this looks like a prison. Look how excited they all are to get right in there and have some fun. Yeah, buzzing. I can't even lie. Within 3 seconds of being in the house, they were all miserable because there was no decor anywhere. So I had to spruce it up a little bit. And after that was done, they were buzzing. They were happy as Larry. Monica was cooking, Joey was stinking like piss and eating outside, Ross was getting angry all the time.
Oh, Ross is mad.
And walking around and breaking every single appliance that he could.
Yeah, nice one, Ross.
And then we ran into another great occurrence that the Sims always go through. Bad frame rate. Do you love having bad frame rate in your games? Then play The Sims 4 because you'll get it non-stop, trust me. But it's okay. We were having fun, they were having fun, they were playing pranks on each other. Even on the second day of living there, Joey was like, you know what, I'm going to set myself on fire. So he did exactly that.
Oh, man.
Do you want some more chaos to ensue in the world of this building? I'm not going to call it a home. Building, then don't worry about it. We've got Chandler pissing himself right in front of the fridge. He could not have picked a worse spot, so good one. They were living their best life as my guinea pigs to get me trophies and a platinum.
Oh.
Speaking of which, they were having fun, but we needed to start to crack on. So we had them all get individual jobs, and they were going to have to max those out. And I just had Ross max out any other skills that I missed out with Rutus. So he got Castaway for maxing out the fishing skill, Ivory Tower for maxing out the piano skill, and It's Not Brain Surgery for maxing out the rocket science skill.
Gunther's just freaking it out. Oh, Ross, man. You can clean up your own piss this time. Oh.
Yeah, Ross died, so rest in peace, Ross, that's done. No, thankfully I was saving every, 30 minutes, so I just had to go back. I lost 30 minutes of content, but... And eventually, after living their life for about 3 days of my world and about 5,000 days of their world, Monica managed to complete the chef career and got the trophy up a notch. Chandler managed to finish the business career and got the trophy captain of industry. Of course, they had to deal with the worst maid of all time during all of this.
And he's off.
And then I started to notice that everyone was putting on a lot of weight. It's like those moments in Friends and New Girl where they just put fat suits on everyone because it's comedy. I mean, that's kind of actually what was happening here, but with every single character. And I don't know what is going on with Monica. Like, her face hasn't put on any weight at all, but her entire body and legs has. But it's okay, because Monica eventually got Tender Loving for maxing out the mixology skill. Phoebe managed to get Mischief Managed. That's from Harry Potter, it's literally not the name of the trophy. Managed to get Mischief Mastered for maxing out the Mischief skill. And after that, it was smooth sailing for Phoebe as she was able to get Suave Criminal for maxing out the criminal career. And yeah, I'll be honest, guys, this is where I start to get really, really bored of this game. I've compiled it into a small little video for you guys. I was on this game for about 50 hours, just sat there watching them and waiting for them to max out the career pass and watching them fail maxing out their career pass. And watching them piss all over the place and poo all over the place and set themselves on fire. Oh, guys, it was like non-stop of this for 50 hours. But eventually they started to get more trophies, so Joey got straight for the Jocular for maxing out the comedy skill. Gunther managed to get I Spy for maxing out the agent career ladder.
Come on.
And then Rachel managed to get Startup Upstart for maxing out the gamer career. And that was it. I was so done with this. I was so bored at this point. Like I said, I've cut a lot of footage out from this video because it was just so much of the same things. So I've got to find a faster way to do this. So I started up a new family. I was like, I'll go for the remaining trophies with just 1 or 2 people and just try and keep it a bit more compact, because the other, Joey and Janice, they were just not maxing out their careers. They were failing miserably. So I attempted to go for some more trophies, and you can see how much I cared about this family because I named their firstborn HGFD and then their last name was GHY6, so you can tell I really cared about the game at this point. And they just left this baby out on the porch and went to bed while I was crying. It's like, okay. And this was not cutting it. This alone was about 2 hours. I went through this family and nothing was happening, but I found a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And basically I found this way where you can just download all this content and all these packs that this random guy made, and you just load up these preset families that he's made, and he's basically done all the hard work for you, and you just download the family and get the trophy. So now I know what you're thinking. This is cheating. Oh my god, you've hacked the game. No. This is in the game. Alright, here's my thing with trophy hunting. If it's in the game, I don't mind doing it. This stuff's in the game. It's going to save me another 100 hours of this torture. Life goes on, I guess. I've not gone into the mainframe of EA, hacked into the Sims 4 database and downloaded all these trophies. I've not done any of that. This was in the game. It's on the menu. You just type in a family and download it and play it. So within about 30 minutes, I managed to bash through quite a few of these trophies. Hello Darkness, my old chum, for being friends with the Grim Reaper. I loaded up this random ghost family and got the trophy Ghost Family for having a family of 8 ghosts. Then loaded up this family and got the trophies Legacy Player and Alphabet Legacy. That was for playing with 10 generations and then 26 generations, which would have taken 50 hours if I was to do it naturally, but Resident Evil 4's out. Do you think I want to be sat here playing The Sims 4? Then there was Basket Case for going through every emotion in the game within 24 hours, which I did actually try a couple of times, but it was just so tedious. So I'm very happy that this existed. And she gave birth to triplets, and I was able to get the trophy Triple Play. And then I had her blow out a candle of a cake and it made her age up as well, so she got the trophy old and wiser. And then I loaded up this family, which is literally called Trophy Family. Got the trophy Rosebud for having $1 million. Then I just had to finish off their career paths, which they were very close to doing anyway, so I got the trophy Are You Entertained? For maxing out the theatre one, which Joey was meant to do, but he failed miserably. Then Flying Colours, which Janice was meant to do, but she failed miserably. And then Stellar Work, which Ross was meant to do, but he got way too angry about it, and I just made him quit his job. So we're getting down to the final trophies now, and there were no more DLC packs for me to download, so I had to do the remaining trophies naturally, oh dear. But I found some workarounds, so I drowned this family of husbands. And once the 5th husband had drowned and all the widows were crying, I got the trophy Black Widow for having 5 husbands die or something, or like a wife mourn 5 husbands. I don't know, but they drowned and they died and I got a silver for it, so I'm happy. And you remember earlier where I said someone had sex with a ghost / a corpse? Yeah, I didn't do that for fun. That was actually a trophy called What Would It Feel Like? Or What Would It Be Like, sorry. I don't even want to know what it would be like or what it would feel like. I'll leave that up to those two to know that. Then despite having just had sex with a ghost, I still had to become really good friends with this ghost. So I was able to invite them to the household, and for that I got the trophy Ghostly. And then it was down to the final trophy of the game. I had to have someone be born and then die a natural death. So they had to go through their entire life and die a natural death. They couldn't drown or be set on fire or... how else can you die in The Sims? Have a light bulb fall on your head or something like that. So none of that. So I speedran this couple giving birth to a baby. And then within about 30 seconds, this baby went from looking like this to literally Ellen DeGeneres. The parents woke up and she'd aged 80 years. And then it was literally just a matter of sitting there and waiting for this corpse to die.
Die. Die, 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 die. Please die.
And then eventually... after sitting there for maybe about 40 minutes, which doesn't sound long, but when you just sat there like this, looking at nothing, basically, it's a long time.
Die. Die. Die, yes. Please. Oh my god. Die.
Eventually, she croaked over and gave us the final trophy, the Circle of Life. We were given the Platinum Trophy, Ultimate Sim Guru. Platinum done. Like I said, this might not seem really boring based on this video, but trust me, I think I want to say I did about 4 9-hour sessions back to back of this game, which most games I'd be fine with. Like, I'd do more than that for like Bloodborne or any Elden Ring, any of that good stuff. But with The Sims, you just press R1 to fast forward time and you do this. That's what you do for 50 hours. It was ridiculous. So I didn't mind that there was easy ways to get some of these trophies at the end. But there we go. That is the Sims 4 Platinum Trophy. Platinum number 215. But thank you for watching, guys. The next Platinum video is, of course, going to be Resident Evil 4. So keep a lookout for that video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. It really does help. And subscribe if you're new. We try and get 1 Platinum out every 2 to 3 weeks. And thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Peace.